Morning. Good morning. It's a drizzly morning here in Wisconsin, but over the weekend I traveled with a friend to the western part of the state known as the driftless area. For fly fishermen, it's called Coulee Country. Coulees are spring creeks that flow from springs in the ground, ice cold water that flows out of the rocks and through river valleys that were formed during the Ice Age, moraines or hills that are formed by glaciers set up beautiful valleys. These valleys have hills, some of them round, some of them long, that arise over 350 feet above the valley bottom, that is filled with wildflowers, pinks, yellows, whites, oranges, blues, and purples. Just beautiful. And the waving corn and wheat and soybeans that are tilled by plows led by horses. For this is the Amish country. You can hear the clip-clop of carts going down the small country roads. But in the warmth of these valleys that are embraced by the beauty of the hills on a sunny day, you can look at creeks flowing down the centers, little creeks or brooks, as they're known, that might be only 3 feet, maybe up to 12 feet wide, flowing over the rocks. You can hear them as they move along. It's a beautiful sound. And God has created this. The heavens declare the majesty of his creation. Day and night they speak out, as the psalmist tells us in Psalm 19. And on some of these streams you can see deer drinking from the water. David's Psalm 42 reminds us of this, as the deer searches for, yearns for streams of water, living water. So my soul searches for you. My soul thirsts for you in a dry land. Psalm 42 tells us. God is telling us that we need to go to valleys, beautiful places to rest. For our rest, Psalm 63 tells us, is in God alone. We find our rest in God alone. So as we go to where his creation is, we find a beautiful place where we can lie down in these green pastures beside the still waters. It restores our soul. So we go there annually on a pilgrimage to go trout fishing. This year it was beautiful. Oh, I had the fortune of catching some half a dozen beautiful brown trout and native brook trout, colors of browns and olives, bright canary yellow breasts, lines of blues and purples, dots of orange and red, green and yellow. Unbelievably, the rainbows of God's creation, alive. They splash in the water. We use barbless hooks so we can release them easily. All of them release back to God's wonderful creation for others to enjoy, for us to enjoy. It was a wonderful time, and there in God's creation I rested. I rested before his beauty. One of the photos in the bottom of this blog shows a little brook, a stream just bubbling over the top of rocks. I took this from sitting on a little bridge made of wood that was reaching across the small creek. There I sat, my feet dangling, resting, watching, listening. It was beautiful. There I rested. There I was restored over the weekend. It was as if I was gone for a week or 2 weeks, but only enough couple of days, I was restored. It was a wonderful experience. We need to go there. We need to find that place where we can be restored, whatever it is for you. Go there in your mind's eye. Go there for real, whether it's in your house or in your mind, in nature particularly. Find those places along the lakes and rivers and ponds, the mountains and hills. Yes, that's where He is. He's everywhere. God's creation cries out to us day and night. And so, today, find your rest. Find your rest in Him alone. Amen.